I'm Sam Pawson. I'm an associate in the employment and sports law team at Chadwick Lawrence. Day to day I kind of have three major roles. So the first is in employment law. I advise our company clients on a corporate support scheme. So any disciplinaries, grievance, contract issues, I'm there. The second element is sports law. So that's dealing with a few leading sports clubs in mainly West Yorkshire, again advising them day to day, massive variety of issues linked to employment law, usually again contracts, disputes within the club. The third element of my role is more a business development, so that is working on events, seminars, speaking at again employment law seminars and dealing with the development within the firm. Obviously with Brexit there's still a lot of unknown in terms of the negotiation that's going on. From an employment law perspective, again, if I was advising a company, I wouldn't suggest that they bank on wholesale changes in employment law. The legislation is pretty entrenched within UK law. The areas that you may see some subtle changes to maybe agency workers rules and potentially to TUPE, which is transfer of undertakings. In terms of the UK law, obviously there's been a lot of press recently about gender pay gap. This is an area I would see that there'll be a lot of development in the law. Currently in the last year, the gender pay gap regulations have come in, which stipulate any business with over 250 employees have to publish their average pay for both genders. Currently, the legislation only applies to private companies. Again, I could see this shifting to public companies as well to increase the level of reporting. As well as gender, I think you could possibly see extensions to other areas of diversity. So there's talk in previous manifestos for both the Liberal Democrats and the Conservatives about introducing a racial pay gap to look at. Obviously the employment and the wage levels of people from different ethnicities. Again, these are areas of extensions that I think companies need to be aware of and prepare now for a potential introduction in the years to come. At the moment there is still equal pay legislation, so if you fundamentally pay individuals different for the reason of their sex, you can still face a claim there. So again, at the moment for the introduction of regulations, that's a reporting mechanism to highlight those differences. I would imagine that the threshold for reporting may decrease in the relative near future, perhaps to catch companies with maybe 100 plus employees. But for smaller employees, it's still good practice, obviously, to review and to analyse the differences in pay, because you could still face a claim. The worst that could happen for companies, again, there's two distinguishing factors. One, but with the regulations, the reporting regulations, again, the impact of that is a naming and shaming. So as with the BBC, the figures can be reported, and for large companies to have that bad publicity obviously will have a really negative impact for the company. In terms of on an individual basis, if they can be shown to be paying an individual less, they can face a claim in discrimination and under the equal pay legislation and could face claims in the tens of thousands of pounds.